everyone, it's Finnovation. In this video, we're going to show you how to make a cheap Halloween candy slide. The obvious question is,
are you going to find a way to do that differently than last year?
yes, we are. Last year, we used PVC pipe for the tube, but this year, we're going to use some plastic gutter. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit easier to spray paint and a little bit cheaper too. Let's get right into it. Now, today, I'm going to show you the materials from the great outdoors. So, basically, the first thing that you're going to need is a bunch of bottle caps or really anything. The main thing is some gold spray paint, because what we're going to do is fill our treasure chest up that we made in last week's video up with just some gold. Now, you can use bottle caps and spray paint them as like gold coins. You could cut some wood, spray paint it, gold coins. We got a bunch of this bling, which is pretty neat. I like it a lot. And, you know, maybe like this skull here, which I think it's cursed or something. Its eyes are glowing. But I don't know. Basically, we're just going to kind of fill everything up. All you really need is some gold spray paint and imagination. Alright, so if you remember last week, we put this piece of wood inside of the treasure chest so we didn't have to fill it all the way up. But basically, we're just going to spray paint this gold and spray paint all of the bottle caps and stuff like that to give it a little bit of texture. Alright, so as you can see, it's looking very much like it's full of gold and stuff. Basically, we just added some splotches to make it look more like it's filled with gold. Now we're going to add some actual real texture by using our like fake coins we made and our bottle caps, and we're going to kind of stack it on top, use some of this kind of stuff, and hopefully it just turns out great. Alright, so as you can see, I spray painted all the coins and they're looking great. Now I'm also going to do a bowl because I want this to be like a candy slide and the candy shoots into a bowl. So I've got to spray paint the bowl gold first because, I mean, it just looks like a plastic bowl. So I'm just going to spray paint this. Maybe I'll add a few jewels on it, make it look nice. Alright, so I just spray painted this gold, and now before I hot glue some gems and stuff like that on it, I noticed that this gold spray paint comes off really easily. I've actually had to patch it off a couple times, so I'm going to put on a clear coat lacquer just to kind of make sure, you know, when kids reach into the bowl, it doesn't, you know, scrape off. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, now I'm going to put the actual coins and everything into the chest. Now, of course, this we still have to stain, so I'm probably going to do that later. But first, I just want to get all my coins in here, and I'm going to glue them down with some hot glue. Alright, so it's getting dark for the day, but I have filled this up pretty much to the brim with gold. Like, there's not really a spot in there where there's no gold. And I really like it. So this I just kind of threw in because I thought it looks nice. But, I mean, I think this is looking great. I'll show you a view maybe tomorrow morning when it's a little bit lighter out so you can see the whole thing. Alright, so now the next thing we're going to be doing is making the actual candy slide piece. So I've got these two things, which are basically just gutters that we got at Lowe's, and I am going to connect them together with some rivets. Then the next thing I'm going to do is spray paint them brown. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, so as you can see, the post is now completely spray painted and our chest is done. So that is going to be where our slide is. Now, of course, this, if I let go, will completely fall. So we're going to need to put a few posts in to make sure it doesn't fall. We're going to do that right now. Alright, and this is what we're going to be using for our post. And now, last year we did use some like rebarb, but since that's kind of expensive and we could reuse it, but we're using it actually for another project that's coming up soon, we decided that instead of buying more, we just use this branch that fell since it's already kind of got the right shape. So we're going to dig a hole in the ground and put it in. Wow, look at that. It's like we had a tree here. But of course, this is just the post we put in. Now all we've got to do is put up the actual slide and anchor it to the top. Alright, so as you can see, our slide is now up. Our treasure chest is looking great down there. And now I'm going to give it a test with a real piece of candy. So I'm going to drop it in, and awesome, that's so cool. Here, I'll do another couple. Aw, that's so cool. I'd love to grab a piece of candy out of that.
One more, Finn.
Alright. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some lights going down this. I think it's going to look really awesome. We're going to be using some LED rope lights They're a lot like the LED strip lights. They're just a little bit cheaper, and they're kind of like a Christmas light that can be outdoors. All right, so as you can see, these are the lights we're going to use, and now we're just going to put them up right along there. All right, now I think we may have screwed up the order on doing this. I think we should have painted it first, then put the lights on, then put it up. Well, whatever. It's okay. We can still clip it up when we're up here with a ladder, but we're just going to have to start clipping them up and hope that it all works out. Alright, as you guys can see, it is all done. Our lights are on, the chest is lit up, it is looking amazing. So now all there is to do is give it a test. So I'm going to drop it down and just hope it lands in the bowl. Perfect. That's so cool. Here, why don't I drop one more? Aw, that's so much fun. Alright, so it's nighttime and our lights are up. Our chest is twinkling. And it's looking really awesome. Of course, that's just the remote in the bowl. But that looks awesome. And now you may have seen this giant ship here that we built. It's really actually not that crazy. All it is it's some boards that we put a little seam here and connected outwards, and we put this pirate in the front. And then we've got another pirate here. Of course, there will still be more to come, but I think this is looking awesome. Well, that sums up this video, and I think this is all looking really piratey.
Piratey, Finn? That reminds me of a joke.
Oh boy.
What's a pirate's favorite restaurant?
I don't know, what?
Arby's.
That was horrible. Check out all my Halloween videos in the spooky season playlist. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!